welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Susan Kramer. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Woodbury, Minnesota. Thank you for joining me today. Let me find myself on my computer so I can make sure my video is going as I expect. There we are, all good. Have to turn off the captions. It would be kind of interesting to watch the captions and see how close the auto-generated captions are to what I'm really saying. So anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm not exactly sure when this video is going to go live, but we'll talk about that here. So I'm working my way through these card templates. Where'd my note go? I don't know where my note went. I will put information, there it is, information about getting this list yourself in the description of this video. I actually got it from the Stampin' Up blog. StampinUp.com has a blog, and if you stay on there for, I don't know how long, I didn't time it, a bit of time, you'll get a pop-up that asks for, it's a sign up to get their emails. It asks for your first name, your email, and your country. They want to know where we are and who they're reaching. And then as a thank you for signing up, they send you a PDF that includes these. And then they created cards based on some of these templates in that PDF as well. So that's one way you can get it. When all is said and done, probably sometime in October, I will put all of this on my blog. Another demonstrator named Sharon D, sorry I don't remember your last name, went through and put made these up as card fronts and put dimensions down. So I'm starting with her ideas and modifying it a bit to be what I want to use. Okay, that's enough of an intro. Let's get busy. So I've already done sketch 1. I combined sketches 2 and 4. I thought they were very similar, just with this big piece here, which I used as designer series paper. So today we're working on sketch 3. I am recording all these in August when we are having a designer series paper and cardstock sale. Not all cardstock and a lot of two-tone, so we'll talk about that as we go. So this is the Beautiful Ordinary Life designer series paper. Again, the 3 strips. Sharon had suggested, and I did like her idea. These 3 strips are 1 1/8 inch wide and 5 inches long, I think. I don't know. Let's measure them. Yep, 5 inches. And I thought they were a perfect opportunity to put another piece, to layer another piece behind the 3. So to line up my middle one, I did use my grid paper. This dark line here at what they call 0 helped me line it up. And I think I did pretty good on that. They might be a little crooked, but if I measure them right. The sketch does have a circle, and sometimes when I don't want to try to be creative or think about something else, I'll just go with what they have. And I like this Celebrate. I don't know if that's what I have for today. Oh, I'll probably stamp Happy Birthday on the inside. Although that might be a nice anniversary card, just kind of generic and fun and summery. Okay, so there's my card. We are going to make a card today. I forgot to tell you that. So I assume you like to watch me create cards instead of just seeing samples. I know some people are just looking for inspiration and that's enough for them. I like to make cards though for you because I like to talk about options. I share about my thought process when I was creating the card, the pieces I have, and just, I don't know. I just like making and creating with you. So I have all my pieces cut, just a thick basic white, peaceful pine. I have to think about that for a minute. Layer here. This is the Fern and Flora, or Moonlit Flora. I forget. Here's the back side. That might be kind of interesting too, but I wanted to feature some of the pink. So I have pink in all 3 of those. Oh, I have this here. Why do I have this here? I think that's just going to be my sentiment. I thought about die cutting from this or punching from this. That was my first thought, and then I found this. This was a retired something fancy, I think it's called. I have some embellishments. I think those were for this card. These are the 26 to 28 in color dots. They cannot keep these in stock. We also have butterflies in these colors. The butterflies also include white, so that's kind of fun. So we're going to use those today because we're using Peaceful Pine. There's my Let's Celebrate. Peaceful Pine. Oh, I have some linen thread. We'll use that. Yes, here, the Something Fancy dies. You may have those. And then the Balloon Festoon is where I got the Let's Celebrate. Happy Birthday would be nice to go on the inside. So I think we're going to pull that out and we'll stamp on the inside too. So obviously Let's Celebrate could be more than just happy birthday, anniversary, retirement, promotion. I don't know. I can think of a lot of reasons to celebrate. You made it through today. Maybe that's what we need to celebrate more often. Just making it through the day. All right. So I'm going to leave this here for you to look at rather than this. I don't know where to put stuff. Okay. The other reason I like, see, this is why I like to talk about it instead of just showing you projects. I like adding the layer, in this case, the Peaceful Pine, so that I can have something to tie my twine around. I don't know what they did here. This is could be a top folded card and you wrap it around the whole card front. You could do that. Of course, you'd see the twine on the inside. So we're going to start with our layers, our 3 strips. Again, 1 1/8 by 5. And then my layer here, the Peaceful Pine, is 4 by 5 1/4. So it gives you a nice, actually, let's see, a nice reveal, I'll call it, around it. I'm going to turn my paper over. I work in inches, not centimeters. So I'm going to put this. So it's, oh, actually, this is, oh, hold on, let me see. Oh, this is 4 1/8, probably by 5 3/8. Yep. So my center is not going to be at 2 and 2. I don't know if you can see. Yes, you can. Get that out of the way. Let me move this computer a little bit. Okay. So with my 0 here, if this were 4, obviously I would put my corners at 2 and 2. But you see I have 1/8 of an inch there. So I'm just going to move it over just a little bit. So I'm equal here and here. So this is the center of my layer. And then I'm just going to eyeball it. I have green glue again. Although, so I had run out of green glue and I put an order in and it finally came. And then as I'm cleaning up and whatever, I'm discovering more green glue bottles. It's kind of funny. I'm like, oh, I did have some. All right. So I'm just eyeballing the center of this piece on the center of that line and then going top and bottom pretty even. A little bit of glue there. We'll just wipe it off. All right. So sometimes I'll start with the outside and then just center my middle. I don't know. This time I'm doing it differently. You can see this is the back side. That's the same paper. A little bit at the top, a little bit at the bottom, and a squish in the middle. All right. And this I'm just going to eyeball it and make it even at the top, about the same on either side. A little bit at the bottom, a little bit at the top, or top and bottom. You know what I mean. All right. So obviously this time I did need to think ahead about, ooh, I must have adhesive on my fingers. I just found a 3rd one of these too. So comes in handy. It'll be better once it dries. It'll come off with my adhesive eraser a little better. Ink on my fingers, I would use hand sanitizer to remove that. Let's go ahead and put this twine on, or linen thread. I have bought so many rolls of this linen thread. It's just, I think I make a lot of nature related cards and it works perfectly for these. It's kind of fun. Snip. I think it's still $5. It might be $6 now. It's a little loose, but when I put my layer, adhere it to my card front. I kind of like that. To my card front, I can tighten it at that time. Or I can, when I put this on with dimensionals, I can tighten it as well. So I kind of like it loosey-goosey. Is that the right? I don't know. Okay, let's stamp this. And I think Let's Celebrate fits on here. All right, I see. Yep, perfect. I see here, let me show this really close. When I die cut this, and this may have been years ago, you can see that the edge of the die kind of made a little crease here and here. I think it just has to do with the die and the release when it comes out of the die. So what I like to do is flatten it as best I can. Nobody probably notices these things. I do. I don't know. I think I'm a perfectionist, but then you look at my craft space and you'll say, no, Sue, you are not a perfectionist. But anyway, okay, let's celebrate. And this doesn't take up the whole label, so it'll give me space to put some of my dots. I'm going to hold that for a second. I find I get better coverage. That's pretty good. Isn't that pretty? That's a very nice green. It's just a little different. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and stamp on the inside. It's a little different than garden green and shaded spruce. It's very different than shaded spruce. It's very similar to garden green, but not exactly. So ink, 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 ink. These new ink pads are very juicy, so I ink, ink, ink. And if I don't like this, I will flip it around. Good. A little bit of a shadow, but that's all right. Once you write your message inside, they won't notice there's a little shadow on the T. So if I didn't like it, I would flip this around and put this layer on top of it and try again. But it's good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Okay, let's finish this card. Let's bring this out. So you probably have some designer series paper. It doesn't take a lot. And later, I've already prepped the next few videos, and you'll see that I have some ideas about using two-tone paper and embossing. So these strips could be designer series paper, cardstock stamped on, embossed, vellum. I don't know, the sky's the limit. That's kind of the fun. So if you have just like 1 or 2 strips of your favorite paper left, play around with it. Maybe try a different color combination, or I don't know. So many ideas. I think I am just going to put a dimensional right on top of here to hold it down. That works. And then maybe one at the top, one at the bottom for our sentiment. And then I'll use those in color. Oh, sorry, I've got kind of a mess here. Okay, put this under our bow. Let's celebrate. Happy birthday. So this is sketch number 3. I am not going to do all the sketches. I will share that now. That would be a lot. So, the gold here is kind of out of place. So I think I'm going to use the gold ones. Golden Glow, a very good Winnie the Pooh color. Maybe we'll use both green and gold. Let's set one up there. One there. And one up here, kind of to accent the corner there. Is that good? Nope, I'll keep going. We'll do 2 here. And I've been told to put them in triangles, but not equilateral triangles. I don't know, so we're going to put this one down here. So there's our card for today. Sketch number 3. Let me pull the sketches back. Thank you for joining me. And again, I am alternating between my regular Monday video and my Frugal Friday video. So if you go to YouTube and just click on video, go to my channel, North Star Stamper Sue Kramer, click on videos and you'll see all of them listed. And I plan on photographing the card and including the sketch so that you could just flip through to see which one you want to watch next or get ideas or whatever. So thank you for joining me. Happy stamping, and we'll be back soon. I'm a little out of view. Anyway, thanks. Bye.